Hi, and happy Tuesday. It's been a pretty good one weather-wise. We have seen some clouds increase here towards the latter part of the afternoon, safe to say, but we're still looking at some pretty decent and very nice conditions, actually. And we're still looking at the change to come towards the latter part of the week and into your weekend. And once it hits, it's going to stick around. We're going to see shower and storm chances, pretty decent ones for your, Friday, Saturday. Definitely Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then waning from there. And a few tweaks to be made to your updated 7-day in just a few seconds, and that's where I'll leave you with in just a few moments. We'll try to look at the good more than the bad in your forecast. We have a number of headlines tonight, including some courthouse notes. One case, a Floyd County woman calling 911 to report that she had shot her father. A Sagersville man claiming that he was doing the Lord's work when he was arrested for carjacking. And a woman pistol whipped allegedly in Louisa. All viewing area cases there, the latter in Lawrence County. As well, we will start the monthly coverage for local governmental meetings, and tonight the Paintsville City Council is where we'll begin a couple of important items of business, but they as well had a discussion on still the ongoing talks between the city and the county about the county funding more of the EMS services that Paintsville provides that covers the entire county. There was a proposal that has been brought forth, and then we'll let you see and hear the reaction from City Council and where that stands as of this time. So that's where we're headed right after I return from a brief commercial message. But before we do, just a reminder about some changes at the Remy Park pool this summer. Pool is open. I am so thrilled to go by there for the last few days and have seen such a big crowd as I have. It's so nice to see that facility used to the extent that it is, and they're only hoping to make that better. Now we are being told that due to the retirement of our longtime park manager, that the county offices are overseeing the running of the pool. So to reserve for parties, if you want to, or for any other questions, call the judge's office at 349-2313. And if you plan on doing so and you haven't already, they had already taken reservations for like 23, 24 parties before opening day. So just keep that in mind. Pool is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, noon till 5. Parties are available Monday through Saturday evenings at 6 to 8 or from 8 to 10. And then Sundays are set aside just for parties that start at 2, 4, 6, or 8 and last 2 hours as well. If you have any questions, again, call 349-2313. But the pool is open. It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135.
Hi, I'm Patty Maynard, your local health insurance agent here in McGoffin County. I've been serving our people for over 25 years. I would love to discuss Medicare products with you. I represent Humana Insurance Company as well as others. My office is here in Sagersville on Route 7 on Superior Hill beside the entrance to Bluegrass Cemetery in the same building as Patty's Tax Service. My office is open 10 to 5 Monday through Friday. I would love to see you, or you can just call us at 606-349-1993.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
3 days into the week, we'll get you 3 pieces of chicken and all the fixings at your Sagersville Lee's. Wednesday's special is a 3-piece meal, breast leg thigh or leg thigh wing, and both come with your choice of any 2 of our famous homemade sides and a biscuit. And our daily specials are available every day, 10 until 8 o'clock. The dining room open 10 till 9:30, and the drive-thru open 10 till 10 daily at your Sagersville Lee's. With spring comes sniffles and sneezes from that pesky fine powder from plants. Pollen, one of the worst words ever. You could try to limit your time outdoors, but that's really not an option for most of us. So talk to the pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy and make a plan for personalized solutions for allergy and asthma relief today.
I wonder, could this be our last trip together? What if I upset him? He might never call again. But what if I don't say anything?
Hey, Dad. Is something wrong?
Actually, are you okay?
If someone you know or love is struggling, contact Big Sandy Healthcare today.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6650. Turning to my top stories for this evening, a Floyd County woman sits behind bars jailed last night after she was reportedly the one who called 911 in Prestonsburg to tell them that she had just shot her father. Authorities quickly arrived last night at the 2300 block of Kentucky 321 in Prestonsburg. It was there that the Prestonsburg Police Department and responding officers found the caller, who was identified as 22-year-old Summer Adkins of Prestonsburg. She told police, just as she had told dispatchers, that she was the one that shot her father, 62-year-old Jimmy Harvey, also of Prestonsburg. It was inside the home that they found Mr. Harvey, shot multiple times, sitting in a chair in the residence. He was taken from the scene after being declared dead, and his body taken to the Kentucky Chief Medical Examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy. Adkins was arrested on the scene. She is thus far charged with one count of murder, while the case remains under investigation by Detective Dennis Hutchison. In other viewing area news, a Sagersville man says he was doing the Lord's work just before he was arrested for carjacking last night. The incident reportedly allegedly taking place on James Trimble Boulevard. Officer Jackson with the Paintsville PD details in his arrest report that last evening, shortly before 8 o'clock or so, Paintsville 911 got a report of a man who had attempted to enter a vehicle on another man on 2nd Street in Paintsville. The caller advising that the person who tried to get into his car fled from the scene towards the Ramada Inn. It was there that authorities arrived. They later found a male matching the description that they were given, who stated that he had recently been baptized and claimed that the Lord had placed it on his heart to take the vehicle from the man. Police say they took 52-year-old Tracy R. Coffey of Sagersville back to meet with the victim, who confirmed his identification. Coffey then charged with carjacking, public intoxication, excluding alcohol, disorderly conduct in the 2nd degree, and menacing. Also in the viewing area in Louisa, the Louisa Police Department says that Monday morning they were called to an apartment where a woman was claimed to have had a gun pointed at the back of her head and then pistol whipped with the weapon. Police say they did observe blood on her face, and she told them that she had been assaulted at a Louisa senior apartment earlier by a Brian Wolford after an argument over what she said was a small cheetah storage container. Police arrested Wolford and charged him with assault in the 2nd degree, being a persistent felony offender in the 1st, and the other charges on your screen. And they say that a revolver, believed to be the weapon, was recovered from the purse of the suspect's girlfriend, which had been placed in her car. I've got some new things to add to our community calendar. I still have Paintsville City Council coverage. Let's go in that order and see what's happening on tonight's McFarland Farm Bureau happenings. Yeah, a few new ones to add to the list. First, from our Senior Citizens Director, Marlene Howard. She wants to remind everyone that this Thursday is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and they're recognizing it at the Paintsville Lake Park at the First Picnic Pavilion Shelter. They're going to be outside. They're going to have a short awareness walk. There's going to be free food, goodies, refreshments, free T-shirts to the first 25 to register, and, of course, elder abuse resources and information. If you have any questions, call that number at the bottom of your screen, 886-2374. That is this Thursday from 11 till 1 at Paintsville Lake. And another Vacation Bible School, love advertising these. The Sagersville First Baptist Church is going to have VBS. The theme, Discover the Bigness of God. This will be next week. This will be Monday through Thursday, 5:45 to 8 o'clock each night for ages 4 through 18. Sagersville First Baptist on Dixie Avenue, and church vans will run nightly for a ride. Call them at 349-6276. VBS also starting tomorrow for the next 3 nights at the Sagersville Free Will Baptist Church. The theme, Rainforest Explorers. Jesus leads the way, 6 to 8, 3 nights. Everyone is invited. Don't forget about the golf tournament coming up this Saturday. The McGoffin County Football Organization is hosting a big golf tournament this Saturday at Pleasant Valley Country Club in West Liberty. To register or sponsor, call the numbers there on your screen, 356-1329 or 791-1995. 4-player teams, $200 per teams. And call if you have any other questions. The big cruise-in is set for this Saturday. The Licking River Cruisers are going to be over at the Sagersville City Park across from Sagersville City Hall. We'd love to see you there, whether you're going to ride or drive something of your own or just come and check out the cool things. They'll be parked out on the lawn. And another Vacation Bible School to remind you of, a one-day event on a Saturday. That's Saturday the 21st at the Sagersville Church of Christ on Parkway Drive. 9:30 to 4, crafts, Bible stories, puppet show, games, lunch, water slide. You know, it's a full day. And they hope that you join them, kids. It was a full calendar tonight, and that's the way I like it. And that also means that there's always room for more. Birthdays and anniversaries, of course, are included. From there, a reminder of funeral services to start tomorrow at 1 for Drexel Conley of Sagersville, who passed away earlier this past week on Friday, survived by his wife Linda, his oldest daughter Debbie Conley, youngest Tracy Conley Prater, and 2 grandsons. Services again start tomorrow at 1 from the Sagersville First Baptist Church. As I'm told by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, they are soon to announce services which are yet to be made for Olga Lee Powers, 88 of Sagersville, who passed away today at her home, the wife of the late William Powers. Again, arrangements to be announced soon. And asked to be read in loving memory of Floyd Gamble, loved and greatly and sadly missed by his daughter Judy, grandkids and Wanda and Wendy and Aiden and Michael and Micah. Again, in loving memory.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The Electrphysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sagersville National.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Jumpstart the career you've always wanted today with one call. One call to Tech Center, Kentucky's newest and most innovative trade college, offering national certification. Graduate in less than a year. Limited scholarships are available now, and this enrollment is open until August the 2nd. In carpentry, electrical, heavy equipment operation, masonry, plumbing, and welding. Tech Center is located in Sagersville in the back of the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center. You can call them at 349-7115 or find out everything at techcenterky.org. It's your go-to place for unique gifts, hard to find, or special gifts for anyone, including yourself. A new selection of inspirational gifts. Personalized and other new jewelry arrivals. A fresh new restock of Diva and the other Tyler Candle Company scents that will not stay on the shelves. Plus new colors and styles of the ever-popular Brewmate. And decorate for the season and for the 4th with a little hometown local feel at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
The Paintsville City Council and the Johnson County Fiscal Court met in regular session last night. Will tonight focus on the Paintsville City Council before tomorrow night looking at the Johnson County Fiscal Court coverage for the week, beginning with a reappointment to the Utility Commission, as was suggested by Mayor Bill Mike Runyon. The mayor suggested and the council unanimously supported the reappointment of L.B. LeMaster to the Utility Commission for another 4-year term. They also as well went on to unanimously approve the second reading of the ordinance adoption for the budget. And then from there, the mayor brought up the discussion of a memorandum of agreement that was presented to the council from the fiscal court. This agreement related to the ongoing talks about county government bearing some of the cost of the EMS service, to which some of the council are hoping to see happen but had reservations about in the current agreement.
Discussion of MOA between the City of Paintsville and Johnson County Fiscal Court, and that's on the EMS service, and I sent you all an email for that MOA. Is there any discussion on that? I do not want to vote on that today. I would rather have a special call once everybody gets a copy of that and gets it ready to make sure that we're doing the right thing as far as our citizens are concerned.
Well, I guess I'll start it out because I do have some concerns about it. I mean, we've had consultants in here 4 or 5 years ago, but as far as I know, we've never had any feedback from concerning this. We've presented numerous times documents from our auditors towards this. Me reading that, my personal self, it's going to add more work on our girls in the office. I mean, to me, us having to provide documentation of invoices every month to them to be able to get reimbursement for fuel, medical supplies, building services. That's basically what it says. It's what's based on. I mean, to me, and me personally, me reading this, I think if they're committed to giving us a couple $100,000 a year, they should just break it up in 12-month increments and do it. I mean, me personally, and I've read it 4 or 5 times, and you tell me if I read it wrong, but I don't like it.
What I read kind of makes it sound like to me, even if it is done, it's a 1-year deal is what it makes it look like.
Well, it's to the end of this year.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I mean,
I
think it's an added layer of work on our employees, personally. And I don't, even at that, the 200 grand it's 40% of our deficit, thanks to Miss Jamie. It's not 40% of the total cost that it's costing.
It's up to. Up to.
Right.
Up to
right.
$200,000.
What it's cost the taxpayers of this city to support fire EMS.
Now, the total the total cost of your expenditures is a lot higher than the total cost. 40% of your expenditures are a lot higher than 40% of your deficit.
Yeah.
40% of the expenditures, what we spend, comes to about $877,000. That's the difference in the numbers there.
I mean, that's my opinion, and everybody else tell me if I'm reading it wrong, or you don't think I'm seeing it the way I should be seeing it. But that's me, and I'm just one.
Well, I'm just wondering if they have to break it down like that to pay us, or they're just wanting that. I mean, why couldn't they do a lump sum? They got it, like I said, they got an audit report. Why couldn't they just write that check instead of doing it monthly, or do they have to do that? My answer is, let us know, is your attorney or your auditor saying you have to do it monthly because of your bylaws, or are they just doing it? Like Tim said, it puts more work on our girls.
In the end, the council asked Mayor Runyon to go back to Judge McKenzie to discuss a different payment schedule from what was presented to the council, and at the same time to ask him to see if the long ago hired consultants who were brought in to analyze the situation with Paintsville EMS had ever come back to the fiscal court with any recommendations. And before I go on to your weather forecast, in case you missed it last night, I do have a lot of wonderful coverage of the Casting for Kids tournament, and I suspect that will be on tomorrow or Thursday's program, leaning more towards Thursday. So just to let you know, it's just a great story, and it's going to take the majority of the show, which is a good thing, good thing. So I'll have that for you in case you're looking for that, in case your kids were one of the more than 1,600 that went over, and most of which participating in the nation's largest kids fishing tournament. There are a few tweaks to be made to your Licking Valley RECC 7-day, just a few. Let's take a look at some current data weather-wise. Where in downtown Sagersville, sitting at 79 right now after topping out at 82. Feels more like about 80 right now, with just a little bit of humidity out there. Winds out of the west 2 to, well, maybe up to 5 right now, kind of fluctuating a little bit, so we'll say 2 to 5. Biggest wind today was 13 miles per hour. No rain to speak of today. Just to let you know, we've had 25.16 inches of rainfall this year. That is this year, of course. This week, 0.3 of an inch. This month, less than 1 in totality so far. Now, almost 10 full days in. Sunrise, as you saw, 6:11, and sunset at 8:55 tonight, as we will have mostly clear skies for the rest of your evening. A few clouds were out there earlier, but we've since seen them lighten back up here in the last little bit, and I think that'll just stay mostly clear for the rest of the evening. Some patchy fog will be something that you'll see maybe after 3, 4 in the a.m. and lingering up until, 8, 9 tomorrow. We should see 2 more surefire, beautiful days ahead of us, as we have been expecting and deserving of patchy fog at the onset of your tomorrow morning. 83 when it peaks, or maybe a little better, who knows. Sunny, mostly clear. Thursday, 87. Fog in the morning, sunny, partly cloudy that night, but nighttime lows comfortably in the 60s. And Friday is not all that bad. It is going to be partly sunny. It's going to be in the upper 80s again. And we're going to see with that the early morning patchy fog. By midday, 2, 3, or 4, maybe in the latter early evening hours or so, somewhere in that vicinity, we'll throw in a 20% chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Showers early, maybe a 20% chance of some thunderstorms accompanying them later on into your Friday night. So, Friday could be another winter. Just a few light shower and storm chances into the latter part of your Friday. So let's call that one a winner too. I think we can talk ourselves and the weather right into it, because we're trying to get all we can out of it, because the situation changes for your weekend. Saturday and Sunday, mostly cloudy. 60% chance of showers and storms first half of your weekend. Second half, you can crank it up to 70% chance of showers and storms. Monday of next week, crank it up another notch to an 80% chance of showers and storms Monday. Temperatures in the low, close to mid-80s across the board. By Tuesday, we then see partly sunny skies return. We've still got a lingering 60% chance of showers and storms. And then hopefully we're going to see a few dry days that are not going to be followed by yet another cold front. But like I've been saying for days, this pattern, as consistent as it has been, shows no sign of letting up for the next few weeks. Again, maybe until up to or a little after the 4th of July. So take the good with the not so good. It's the best advice I can give you. Well, that'll wrap it up just for this evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow, I certainly hope, for the next edition. Thank you and good night.